Good morning, my name is Mrs Opgard. I'd just like you to welcome you to the class this morning. So I'm just going to double check that everybody is comfortable in the class, it's the right temperature. If anybody gets too warm or anything, too cold, just let me know. I've also got highlighters and pens at the front of the class as well, so if you need any of them, just like you to get yourself sorted. We're just also going to go over some ground rules. We've already decided the ground rules together as a class, but can I just double check that all mobile phones are off today or on silent, no notifications on. The class is approximately 15 minutes and thereafter we'll have a break. So if we can just get through the class without any interruptions, and just double check that everybody has a pen today. So we're just going to be continuing on from our manicure unit. We've already started to tackle the manicure unit. Today we're going to be looking at a cross section of a nail diagram. So a cross section just means what you can see and what you can't see, what's exposed and unexposed when you're looking at a nail. So when we're working on any part of the body, you need to know some anatomy and physiology of what the body part that we're going to be working on. So we're going to be labelling the diagram today. We're going to label the diagram and then underneath we're going to write its function. So this is going to be very important as you will need to be able to do this to pass one of your assessment papers. So I have a blank diagram here which I'll give everybody to fill in, and we'll work through this together and fill it in together. And I've also got a detailed worksheet of everything that we're going through today as well, so you'll be able to take this home and study it and look up and take any notes today while we're filling out our diagram as well. So that's just there. So if everybody wants to get their diagram, and we'll just get ready to fill this out. So at the top here you have got your free edge. We're just going to fill this out. Let's make that a wee bit clearer. Okay, so your free edge, this is the part of the nail that extends beyond your fingertip. This would be the part that you would file when you're doing a manicure. When we're doing a manicure, when we're filing the nail, this is the part that we call the free edge. So underneath this we're going to write the function. So it's to protect the fingertip and the hypericum. So just under here, and if you've not got any space underneath here in your pages, I've left enough space for you to take some notes at the bottom. So, okay, so to protect the fingertip and hypericum, this is all written out in your worksheets as well if you can't see this clear enough on the board. So the next part of the diagram is the nail plate. So this is just here. Okay, so the nail plate is the area of the nail that most of you will be familiar with. So this is made up of compact, translucent, keratinized cells. It is the main body of the nail. The layers are packed closely together and with fat and very little moisture. So it grows gradually forward over the nail bed until the free edge is formed. It has longitudinal grooves and furrows underneath the nail plate which help keep it in place. So it grows transversely from side to side and longitudinally from the base to the free edge. So we can cut our nails without any pain. So does anybody know why this is? No, so there is no blood vessels or nerves in your nail plate. So this is due to a process called keratinization that has taken place. So the nail plate is made up of a protein called keratin. So this is a hardening process of the nail plate. So you'll find that if you cut your nails, if you cut your hair, there's no pain, and this is just due to the keratinization which has taken place. So under the nail plate, where it's we have to write the function, we've just to write to protect the nail bed. Okay. So after that, we're just going to carry on with your hyponychium. So this is just this box up here. So these words might be quite unfamiliar to a few of you. But in your papers you won't have to spell them all correctly. You just try your hardest and try and break them down as you go along to hyponychium. Just makes it a wee bit easier for you. So the hyponychium is a part of the epidermis under the free edge of your nail. So when you're looking at your nail, it's the last kind of area you can feel between your nail plate and your fingertip. So this is protects your nail bed from infection. So under here we're just going to write protects nail bed from infection. Okay, so the next part, it's actually not on the diagram, but we're just going to refer to, as many of you will be really familiar with it, is your lunula, your wee half moon shape here on your fingernails. So this lies over your matrix and it's white in colour, and as far as we know it has no function, but it's just to let you be aware of that's what that area on your nail bed is. Okay, so the next area is your matrix. So this is just down at the very bottom here, probably the most important part of your nail. Okay, so your matrix is situated immediately below your cuticle and is sometimes called the nail root. So this is the growing area of your nail. It is formed by the division of cells in this area. It receives a rich supply of blood which supplies oxygen to the nail, and it is vital to the production of new cells. So if this area is damaged or deprived of nutrients, so if you've bashed your nail in the car door, or if you've been ill and taken antibiotics or anything like that, you'll find that your nails are damaged, and the damage will last forever, and just that part of your nail won't grow properly. So the function of this is to protect new cells. So next we have your cuticle, just this area here. So this is an overlapping skin that surrounds the base of your nail. So the function of your cuticle is to protect the matrix and to provide a protective seal against any bacteria. So your next area is your eponychium and your perinechium. So eponychium is here, and your perineum is just here. So they're both quite similar. They act as seals to the cuticle that adheres to the base of the nail or the lunula. So this again is to protect the area between the nail and the epidermis from exposure. And your perineum is the cuticle that surrounds the nail, the side walls. So you've got your epinecium, your perineum and your hyponychium all the way around the nail that all act as seals or seal cuticles to protect the skin from bacteria. Okay. So epinecium is a protective seal from bacteria. Okay, and up here you've got your perineum. And again, it's just a protective seal surrounding the nail. Okay. So, we have got your nail bed, which is just here. So this is unexposed underneath your nail plate. It supplies a rich, it's rich with blood vessels and lymph vessels and nerves. So this is the area that if you banged your nail, it would feel really sore. And that's just due to all the nerves and blood vessels that's in that area. So its function is to supply the nail with nourishment and protection. So this is just your nail bed. So lastly, this area here is your nail mantle. So the nail mantle is the layer of the epidermis at the base of the nail just before your cuticle. So this area's function is to protect the matrix, which as I said is the most important part of your nail, from any physical damage. Okay, so just add that in. Okay, so if anybody has any questions they'd like to ask me about this area of the nail plate, just do so now. Okay, and as I said, there's a lot of words that might be quite unfamiliar to you, but just try and break them down. As I said, the hyponychium, perionichium, and again with your eponychium. Okay. So I'm going to give you another blank diagram, all home with you tonight. I want you to all fill this out again. So write it out neater, use some highlighters, try ways of remembering it. So the best way to remember diagrams is repetition. You can also try some ways of remembering it. So you can redraw it. You can do some word association using like the first letter of each labelled diagram. You could try a food association, so haggis, neeps, peas, some neeps and tatties or something like that. Just something to try and remember, a wee poem of how to remember your nail diagram. You can do it any way that you like. So you will be getting tested on this tomorrow. I will be giving you another diagram. I want you to fill out yourselves without any help from your booklets. And as I said, this is a really important diagram because you will need this to be able to fill out your assessments in your class. Okay, that's me finished for today. Thanks very much.